Hi class. Today we're going to be talking about captions. Captions are very important for people who are both hard of hearing and deaf. Captions are essentially the text on the bottom of the screen of any video that dictates what is spoken. It is also very helpful for people who are English language learners, so ESL students, and also the type of learners who prefer to read versus listen. So I believe it is a best practice in accessibility to always have captions. It is also a best practice to include the transcript, a downloadable text file of what is spoken in your video as well. And the last step would be audio description, which is a type of caption which speaks aloud what is happening on the screen. But today we're going to focus on captions and looking at a free captioning solution driven by YouTube. So oftentimes captions do cost money. We are looking at around over $2 a minute right now within UCLA for captions. So that cost does become prohibitive. But what I'm going to show you is a really cheap and effective way to build caption files in YouTube. So I think that you guys could use this if you ever have a video and you want it to be published, but you also want to have captions. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So, all right, if you go to your YouTube channel, go to your playlist. All right, so I have a lot of videos in here that need captioning. You'll see some of them have a CC, that means they're captioned, but a lot of my videos don't have any CC, that means they're not captioned. So why don't I go in here and begin the process. So this is a video about how to use headers, but it needs some caption. That one does, actually, that one does have captions. Let's try this one.
Hi class, welcome back.
You go to edit video, you go to subtitles, you could pick English as a spoken language, click the published. Some of these have already rendered captions for some reason. Let's go to the actual file. Okay, so this is where you actually edit what is said. So we could take a look at how accurate this is right now. It's not going to be 100% accurate. The goal is 100% accuracy, and the standard within WCAG AA level compliance, I believe, is 85% accurate. So we're looking at 85% or greater for real accessibility. So let's go ahead and take a listen.
Hi class, welcome back. In this module, we are talking about what is accessibility. We're going to talk about how to define accessibility from the end user and developer perspective, as well as talk about the laws around accessibility. So let's start.
Around accessibility. So you can see that there's a spelling error there. So you're just going to go in here and you can change it. So laws around not accessibility. I guess I wasn't speaking that clearly. That is how you edit the captions. And as you get better at speaking towards the computer, the captioning will get better. So it's better. Here are a few tips to speak clearly into a microphone, and also try to speak without an accent. But that's really difficult for some people. So there's going to be, for English second language learners, it may not be as accurate, the captioning, but for native English speakers, this tool is actually quite powerful. So let's take a look over here. Go ahead and
start with the end user developer perspective. So in my mind, this is accessibility. On one side, we have someone with a disability, and their job is to really find the right assistive technology. And really, in general, I would say it's
so yeah, I got that one. That's pretty good.
If you have the money to buy the assistive technology. Sometimes some of the costs can be prohibitive. Okay. Prohibitive, as the assistive technology can be somewhat expensive.
Okay, so you can see that this caption files that was auto-generated by YouTube is over 90% accurate. I only found one mistake. And then what you do is you click publish. Is pending. Okay, so that is how you get your caption files. You could also download the caption files if you go back over here. You could download them over here as SRT or SBB. So you could actually download them and use them in a different video server. Say you're using Panopto or Kaltura because you're tracking grades or something like that. You could still use the YouTube captioning service and download the SRT and upload it into a different video serving platform. So that's about it for captioning that I want to talk about. Just remember that to be accessible, you need to include captions, and video is being used all over the internet now. So I really encourage all of you guys to use captions whenever possible. And if you do not have the money to pay for professional captions, use YouTube or use other auto transcription services. And don't forget to also include a transcript of the file as a text format underneath the video. That's really helpful for people who are screen reader users or have other different disabilities as well. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next module.